Awesome. I think we are live. Yay. So we are live on YouTube officially. So let me officially start this live session. Namaste, everybody. Welcome to Thinking Grid's live session. And in today's live session, we are going to discuss so many things about interview, resume, and how to approach your upcoming interview. Right? We are going to have, we're also going to take a look of common questions that are usually asked. And if time allows, we are definitely going to take one mock interview. So who will be ready to appear for the mock interview? Do we have any volunteers? Practice हो जाएगी, आपको बहुत काम आएगा. Sonam has raised hand. Definitely, Sonam, I'd love to take your mock interview. Anyone else? We have Lakshay. क्या बात है, बहुत बढ़िया. So we are going to cut short our main presentation, correct? So through the interview, we are going to discuss each and everything. All right. So that will be, I think, a better experience for all of us. Awesome. So who wants to go first? Sonam or Lakshay? Let me know in the chat. Who wants to go first? Obviously, we'll start off with some little bit discussion just to understand. Hello, YouTube chat. Come on. Where is everybody? Why is everybody not replying on chat? Is the chat visible? Guys, where are you? Where is the YouTube Janta? Where are the quirky messages of YouTube Janta? Huh? Chalo. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right now, and मैंने जो chat में link भेजा है, has everybody received it? Has everybody received it? Okay, so I'm sending the link once again for the new joinees, so that people who are new, they can join again. Correct. So I hope you can see my screen now. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. Chat, where is the chat? Is the screen visible? I'm asking this question at 6:09. I have messages at 6:08. Okay, the screen is visible. Awesome. Just checking if this is working on YouTube as well or not. Let me just check it. Okay, yes, it is visible. Chalo. So the first question is to understand, like, what is the... Okay, you guys have already replied here. So people, please start replying on this chat. Qualified CA, CA aspirants, commerce graduates, ACC aspirants, and others. Let's try to understand our audience a bit today. So those who have recently qualified, you have my hearty congratulations. भाई किसने recently clear करा है, qualify किया है? Please raise your hands in the... उसमें option आता है Zoom पे raise your hand का. So click on that. क्या बात है लक्ष्य? Congratulations. What about Sonam, Nisha? We have Preeti, Chirag, Dhruti, Tushar, lots and lots of people. क्या बात है? चलो. Preeti is recently qualified. क्या बात है? Nisha is also recently qualified. बहुत ही बढ़िया, बहुत ही बढ़िया. क्या बात है? I'm waiting for everybody to respond. और ये CA aspirants की तादाद हमारी ज़्यादा बढ़ती हुई, like always. So yes. Big congratulations. How चलो एक बार ना लक्ष्य, बाकी सब लोग इतने रिप्लाई कर रहे हैं, एक बार लक्ष्य को अनम्यूट करके let's hear from straight from the horse's mouth how you're feeling, Lakshay. I have asked. Hello. Yes Lakshay, how are you feeling?
Great, ma'am.
So would you like to share any important learnings from your entire CA journey with the rest of the people here?
You must enjoy your life along with CA.
क्या बात है? That's such a beautiful message. और CA को करते करते ना कहीं अपन मतलब भूल जाते हैं लाइफ को जीना. That's such a beautiful message. Thank you so much, Lakshay. Or anyone else wants to share recently qualified experience? Or कोई share? I think someone raised. Was it Praveen? Someone raised their hand. No problem. So let's get going. So we have 5 qualified CAs as of now in this live session, and I'm assuming that more will join very soon. हमारी CA aspirants की तादाद हमेशा की तरह थोड़ी ज़्यादा है, and we also have commerce graduates. So welcome to this session, and I really hope that you take away lots of insightful, lessons from this live session. And we have ACC aspirants as well. So pretty amazed that you guys are, going out of your comfort zone and trying out different things just to explore the finance field a bit. So welcome everybody to this live session, and please let me know if any of you qualified, Joe recently Joe qualified and they are definitely preparing, but other than that, who all are preparing for the interviews? I'm waiting for your responses. Waiting for results, intermediate, yes. Preparing for interviews, guys. Are you have to, देखो आप अभी Zoom के ऊपर मत reply करिए, chat में मत reply करिए, reply on the link that I've sent in the chat box. उस link पर जाइए और उस link पर interact करिए. That way everybody can see. Okay? So a lot of people are preparing for interview, and a couple of students are waiting for their results as well. Okay, great. चलो भारी मात्रा में हमारे पास इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन के लिए हैं. So this session will be really helpful. Archana, do you want to say something, or you're just raising your hand to tell that you're preparing for the interview? Which one is correct? Let me know. Okay, moving further. So I want to tell you guys about Thinking Bridge के recruitment drive. Okay, and I believe आप सबने Zoom session attend करा है, so you must be a participant of Thinking Bridge. आप already Thinking Bridge पे registered होंगे. Daily basis पे आपको notifications आ रहे होंगे recruitment drive से related. HDFC बैंक में recruitment है, right? Drive चल रहा है, वहाँ पे vacancies हैं, new profile है, right? Then SS Kothari, SNB, BDO, right? इन सभी फॉर्म्स के साथ हमारा टाई अप है. सो यू गाइज आर रिक्वेस्टेड टू अप्लाई फॉर वेकेंसीज. सी इफ इट ऑल नथिंग, एटलीस्ट लाइक यू शुड अप्लाई जस्ट फॉर कि अगर आप सी either you might have thought कि हाँ यार मेरे को इस पर्टिकुलर फॉर्म में जाना है, then you should definitely apply for there as well. But अगर आपको लग रहा है आपको और भी ऑप्शंस एक्सप्लोर करने हैं, then definitely you should keep applying for all the vacancies that are coming your way. That will also help you prepare for your interviews better. Correct? अगर आपको एक भी जगह से इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है, you are obviously going to perform better in your next interview, right? So do apply, and और भी अभी धीरे धीरे आगे हम बहुत सारे रिक्रूटमेंट ड्राइव्स आप लोगों के लिए अरेंज करने वाले हैं. Correct? So just upload your resume. It's very simple. Just like go register तो आप already होंगे ही, and those who are watching it live on YouTube, so you guys can visit thinkingbridge.in, just sign up, and the recruitment drive or the placement program will be automatically added to your my courses section. जब आप वहाँ पे जाएंगे तो वहाँ पे आपको vacancies जो latest update हो रही हैं वो सारी आपको दिख जाएंगी, and you can apply for any vacancy जिस भी field में आपका interest है. हमारे पास बहुत सारी हैं, emerging corporates, then we have audit, taxation, indirect taxation, we have transfer pricing, which is such a great career to start off with. So a lot of vacancies are there. Keep applying, keep checking it out. Correct? Other than that, we have planned so many live sessions for you all. So अभी coming week में हम लोग live sessions plan कर रहे हैं आपके लिए, जिसमें बहुत सारे आपको valuable insights, जैसे आज का एक session है. In the coming week on Wednesday we'll have another session जिसमें हम सच का सामना करेंगे. Right? The name of the session will be सच का सामना, where we are going to talk about real industry insights कि क्या कैसे आपको जो अपनी जॉब का जो जर्नी है, जॉब हंटिंग का जो प्रोसेस है, कैसे आपको उसे स्टार्ट करना है, एंड वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट रियलिस्टिक थिंग्स देयर. ओके, सो डू अटेंड दैट वन आल्सो. Correct? Apart from these trainings and live sessions that we are doing, do attend that one also. Right? So आज की वीडियो में हम ऊपर से पूरा देखने वाले हैं कि रेज्यूमे से लेके सिलेक्शन तक की जर्नी जो है वो क्या क्या है. ऑब्वियसली सबसे पहले आप रेफरेंस के थ्रू अपना रेफरेंस निकालेंगे जिस फॉर्म में भी आपको जाना है. राइट? कोई भी हो सकती है. लॉट ऑफ पीपल माइट वांट टू अप्लाई फॉर बिग फोर्स, किसी को टॉप 10 में जाना होगा, किसी को जो है अपना मिड साइज में जाना होगा क्योंकि लेटर ऑन प्रैक्टिस करना है, किसी को इंडस्ट्री में जाना होगा, फाइनेंस की प्रोफाइल में जाना होगा, राइट। सो हर किसी के माइंड में अभी डिफरेंट डिफरेंट चीजें चल रही हैं कि यार मुझे अभी बहुत सारा कंफ्यूजन चल रहा है किस पर्टिकुलर प्रोफाइल में मुझे जाना चाहिए. सो इफ दैट इज देयर देन डोंट वरी, वेरी सून इन आवर नेक्स्ट लाइव सेशन वी आर गोइंग टू क्लैरिफाई दैट. बहुत सारे हो सकता है सवाल होंगे आपके मन में कि यार मैंने शायद मिड साइज से फर्म में आर्टिकलशिप किया था, मुझे बिग फोर में कैसे जाना है, हाउ टू ब्रिज दैट गैप, यू नो, आई डिड माय आर्टिकलशिप देयर. So we are also going to cover that in our upcoming sessions, right? So जर्नी जो है रेज्यूमे से लेके सिलेक्शन तक की जर्नी जो है वो कुछ इस प्रकार होगी कि सबसे पहले आप रेफरेंस निकालेंगे या तो लिंक्डइन पे या फिर अपने क्लोज फ्रेंड्स एंड रिलेटिव्स वाले से रेफरेंस निकालेंगे, राइट. ईदर यू कैन गो टू द वेबसाइट्स डायरेक्टली ऑन द वेबसाइट्स ऑफ द रिक्रूटर एंड अपलोड योर एप्लीकेशन इन देयर ATS, that is application tracking system. Then the next procedure, then the next step is going to be wherein they can ask you to give an online assessment, right? Online assessment में आपका SJT situation based judgment test हो सकते हैं, right? आपका एप्टीट्यूड का टेस्ट हो सकता है जिसमें वो आपसे LR, लॉजिक, रीजनिंग, क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड, इन सभी के ऊपर क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. इट कुड बी साइकोमेट्रिक जो SJT जिसे बोलते हैं, जिसमें अगेन केस स्टडी बेस्ड होते हैं, आपको एक केस स्टडी दी जाएगी एंड देन यू हैव टू रिस्पॉन्ड accordingly. Then obviously it can be of technical wherein they are going to definitely ask Excel questions, so you need to brush up your Excel skills. And they're also going to ask from your course curriculum. For example, अगर आप stat audit में apply करें, then you definitely must expect a few questions on basic accounting, right? Ind AS definitely, and standards on auditing, and important all the important things that are required in stat audit, right? So stat audit को बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ के जाना when it comes to the technical, and it could be this test could be a mixture of all of these, या फिर वो individually सिर्फ SJT भी ले सकते हैं, सिर्फ aptitude भी ले सकते हैं, या फिर it could be a mixture of all of that, correct? After that ऑफलाइन एंड ऑनलाइन दोनों मोड में, वैसे तो अब ऑफलाइन इंटरव्यूज फुल ऑन स्टार्ट हो चुके हैं. कुछ मंथ्स पहले अगर होता तो मैं बोलती कि इंटरव्यूअर्स ज्यादा झुकाव अपना ऑनलाइन इंटरव्यूज की तरफ रख रहे हैं, बट अभी तो फुल ऑन everybody is trying कि अब तो ऑफलाइन इंटरव्यू हो तो they get the chance to meet the candidate, so that feels appropriate, right? So do expect अगर आपको सिर्फ इंटरव्यू के पर्पस के लिए दूसरी सिटी में शिफ्ट करना पड़ रहा है, फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर स्टेइंग इन let's say somewhere in Maharashtra, right? And then you have to, you know, say go to Bangalore for the interview if you applied there. So झिझकना मत, do take that opportunity, because even if like you have to, you know, move out of your comfort zone, it'll be worth it, right? Then after this online assessment you can either head to group discussion. I hope काफी सारे जो learners हैं अभी उन्होंने हमारा previously group discussion attend भी किया हुआ है, and नहीं किया हुआ है, so we are going to come up with group discussion का session for sure in the coming weeks. So we are going to have like at least 2 live sessions every week so that we can prepare you guys, जिसमें हम resume भी review करेंगे, group discussions भी करेंगे. We are also going to do mock interview like today, right? And we are also going to have round of career based discussions wherein you can ask कि मुझे किस प्रोफाइल में जाना है, I have some career related doubts, so we're going to take care of all of that, correct? Then after the group discussion I just believe सबको पता ही होगा, but just for those who don't know, 7 to 8 और max to max 10 members का ग्रुप बना दिया जाता है जिसमें एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक दिया जाता है और उस टॉपिक के ऊपर आपको डिस्कशन करना रहता है. The best speakers are chosen as selected, and then they move on to the next step of this entire selection procedure. And the next step is going to be personal interview, which can further be divided into 3 rounds depending कि किस organization में आप apply कर रहे हैं. So it usually starts with the HR round, in which they ask very basic questions. They want to know more about you, right? So we can expect questions like, tell me something about yourself, tell me something that is not on your resume, or tell me about your strengths, weaknesses, what are your long-term goals, what are your short-term goals, and how are you trying to work on your weaknesses, and why did you choose CA, why did you choose ACCA, why did you choose CS, and why did you choose commerce in the first place, why not science, why commerce, right? All sorts of questions. So do take a note of all these questions. The slide is coming, so you can either take a screenshot or you can write them also, right? And then you have to prepare all the answers to these questions. If you need focused help, then you can also join our interview masterclass, right? So in that we have discussed each and every question. आपको बताया जाएगा कि किस तरीके से यूजुअली लोग आंसर करते हैं एंड व्हाट इज द अप्रोप्रिएट वे टू आंसर अ पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, राइट। अब यहाँ पर आज जो हमारा मॉक इंटरव्यू होगा, हम विल कीप इट इंडिविजुअल फोकस, राइट, but in the interview masterclass we have kept it generic so that we can cover everybody's story, correct. Then after the HR round you have technical round, which is precisely to understand कि आपका technical कितना strong है। आपने लिखा है कि आपने अपने आर्टिकलशिप में ये काम किया है या फिर आपने previously job किया है, so they want to understand that whatever you've written on your resume, is it true, do you really know your stuff? So they want to test you on technical grounds as well. Okay, what does that mean? That means screenshot is not allowed by you. No worries, then you can type, or maybe you can take screenshots later from the YouTube video, because this is being live streamed on YouTube as well, so you can take a screenshot from there. Okay, so yeah, I was talking about the technical round of interview. So technical में अपना CA final के जिस भी particular profile के लिए आपने apply करा है, उससे related जितने भी important sections हैं, अपने articleship में जो काम किया है, अगर मतलब डू एक्सपेक्ट कि आपके आर्टिकलशिप के 5-6 एक्सपीरियंसेस आपको ऐसे नोट डाउन करके रखने ही हैं जिनको आप इंटरव्यू में लेकर आ सको, बिकॉज दे रियली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इंडिविजुअल, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इंडिविजुअल यू आर व्हेन इट कम्स टू वर्क। दे आर नॉट इन्वॉल्विंग यू फॉर एनी पर्सनल थिंग्स। वो वर्क फ्रंट पे आपको समझना चाह रहे हैं, आपकी वर्क कमिटमेंट्स, आपका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एटीट्यूड, करेक्ट, एंड आपका इनिशिएटिव कि आप प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने में कितना इनिशिएटिव लेते हैं। दे वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड, आर यू अ लीडर और आर यू अ फॉलोअर, आर यू अ गुड टीम प्लेयर, or do you have problems adjusting with other people? Like, can you fit in the team or not? Because initially, even though you're a qualified chartered accountant, you will have to start your career with the team, right? You will have a boss, you will have a manager or a director or a partner, right? Depending on the size of the firm. So wo sab hoga. So can you gel up with the team? Can you work as a team? And they also want to understand ki, for example, koi aisi unprecedented situation aa jati hai, then how do you tackle that situation? So all sorts of things. So technical, definitely सारा अपना CA final का जो important sections है उस particular profile से related वो आपको पढ़ के जाने हैं, definitely brush up करके जाने हैं. And apart from that, they also want to understand your comfort with the tools. अगर आपने एक्सेल पे काम किया है, एक्सेल कितने लेवल का आता है, इंटरमीडिएट, एडवांस, मैक्रोज यूज करना आता है कि नहीं आता, राइट, ये सब चीजें वो जानेंगे. और अगर आपने लिखा हुआ है, अगर आपको एक्सेल में मैक्रोज यूज करने आते हैं, पिवट आता है, वी लुकअप, एक्स लुकअप, ये सब चीजें आती हैं, सो प्लीज मेंशन दीज ऑन योर रेज्यूमे एज वेल. It will directly catch the attention of the HR, correct? So सिर्फ ये नहीं लिखना कि एक्सेल आता है, right? कुछ लिए भी लिख देते हैं कि हाँ, I'm proficient in Excel, but if you can just tell that these are the formulas that I can easily use, right? Macros is something which is like advanced level ka. Can you create dashboards using Excel? Can you create dashboards using पावर BI, राइट? सो ये सब चीजें आप मेंशन कर सकते हैं अपने रेज्यूमे पे. एंड अगर आपने वो रेज्यूमे पे मेंशन करा हुआ है, देन डू एक्सपेक्ट क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम दैट. वो आपको प्रॉपर सिनेरियोज बनाकर देंगे एंड दे विल आस्क यू टू सॉल्व इट देन एंड देयर. ठीक है. एंड द लास्ट राउंड, व्हिच इज प्रीटी मच जस्ट फॉर फॉर्मेलिटी, it will be with your manager, director or partner, depending on what organization you've applied for. If you're going in the industry, it is more likely going to be with your manager, correct? The person who's basically going to lead, the person who you're going to report to. Correct. So HR round is just the HR executive who wants to understand you. Technical round could be from your director or could be from one of your colleagues, like one of your senior, right? So they just want to understand your technical thing. And this partner round and or director round, it is to just tell you that this is the person you'll be working along. So they want to understand whether you can fit into their team or not. Correct. So this is going to be the entire timeline or the journey from resume to the selection. Correct. Do you have any doubts here? I'm open to taking up doubts also. Is my video lagging, guys? Okay, somebody's telling me that my video is lagging. Hi Sonam, it's okay. Even if you're in intermediate, we are going to have a dedicated session for intermediate students very soon when the results are out. Correct. Okay, so my video is not lagging. Thank you for informing. Let's move further. Okay, who all have prepared their resume? Please answer. guys, visit the link and tell me who all have prepared their resume. बहुत जल्द हमारा resume reviewing session भी होने वाला है. So okay, only 2 people have prepared. Where are others? You guys forgot only about it. कि link में जाके reply भी करना है. There are a lot of things to go on for in technical, how to cover them. Lakshay, you're absolutely right. आप का interview अब कभी भी line up हो सकता है. So you cannot be 100% sure कि मैं सारा पढ़ के चला जाऊँ, right? So that is why keep it profile specific. For example, you're applying for stat audit, correct? So you have to एक तो अपने articleship experience को recall करिए कि उसमें आपने for example bank audit करा है. It is one of your major assignments that you keep mentioning. बैंक ऑडिट्स में कौन कौन से सेक्शंस आपने देखे थे, राइट? आपने एलओडीआर को रेफर करा था. सो ऑल ऑफ दैट पहले अपनी वर्क एक्सपीरियंस को ही उठाओ और उसमें से जो सारी चीजें आप ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं सबसे पहले उनको ब्रश अप करिए, ठीक है? एंड देन व्हाट यू शुड डू इज, जो भी जिस भी कंपनी में आप जिस भी प्रोफाइल के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, डू गो थ्रू द जेडी यानी जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन. उसमें गो थ्रू करिए और उसमें जो भी चीजें लिखी हैं दैट व्हाट योर रोल्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज विल बी, अंडरस्टैंड दोज वेरी क्लियरली, ठीक है? एंड कुछ चीजें जो जेनेरिक होती हैं, लेटेस्ट जो करंट अफेयर्स चल रहे हैं, जो लेटेस्ट स्कैम्स वगैरह चल रहे हैं, नफरा और आईसीआई का जो भी चल रहा है, ठीक है, ये सभी जो करंट अफेयर्स हैं उन सबसे अपने आपको अपडेटेड रखना है. डू एक्सपेक्ट अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम दैट एज वेल, ठीक है? सो द इंटरव्यूअर माइट वांट टू नो, ओके, व्हाट इज योर take on this ICI versus NAFRA thing? What do you think makes sense? You can definitely expect a question. They want to hear your perspective on that. So do expect a question on that. And they can definitely ask about this auditor's mistake in the IL and FS case, correct? If you're applying for a competitive organization, then definitely you can expect this question. So ये सब चीजें हैं. So I'm not saying कि आप 100% प्रिपेयर होके जा सकते हो, but like at least try जितना मैक्सिमम कवर कर पाओ, क्योंकि अब किसी भी दिन आपका रेज्यूमे शॉर्ट आपने ऑलरेडी अप्लाई कर ही रखा होगा, आई बिलीव on a lot of websites and lot of places. So you can expect the interview call anytime. Just that before that अपने जो HR राउंड वाले क्वेश्चन है उनको तो एकदम टिप टॉप रखना ही है. Like you should be prepared, practice your questions very well in advance, ठीक है? अगर इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर है ना, टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ, तो आपको अभी भी मुंह जुबानी रटा होना चाहिए कि ओके दिस इज हाउ एम आई गोइंग टू अप्रोच दिस क्वेश्चन, करेक्ट? सो बिल्कुल भी अब एक भी दिन वेस्ट मत करिए, कर ली जितनी पार्टी करनी थी, करेक्ट? सो नाउ full on focus on preparing for the interviews, right? Preparing for what lies ahead, because this is going to be a very, very important decision. Like this is the time you're actually starting your career as a qualified CA. And you cannot take any chances here. कोई भी mistake यहाँ पर आपको मतलब बहुत ज्यादा costly पड़ सकती है, right? So do not become lazy कि हाँ नहीं ठीक है काम चला लेंगे या stuff like that. So be very focused now. Right from your resume, like each thing should be matching the industry standards, right? ठीक है? So let's move ahead. So yes, I was telling you about the Sach Ka Samna live session, which we are going to do on Wednesday. So do come for that, correct? And you will be getting the links कि कहाँ पे होगा, कैसे होगा. You will be getting the links for that very soon, maybe tomorrow or maybe by end of today. उसमें हम सारी realistic चीजों के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं regarding the job industry in India, regarding the situation of chartered accountants in India, what could be your starting salary, and how can you approach your कि आगे अपनी करियर की टाइमलाइन कैसे प्लान करनी है. कुछ लोगों को बोलता है कि नहीं सीए कर लिया, that's enough for me. Some people are like, oh, now I want to pursue more courses. So how do you plan out that? So all of those things we are going to discuss in the coming live session. ठीक है? Simran is saying I'm given interview in one form with the interview. Okay, no worries. Simran, हमारा जो upcoming live session होगा उसमें we'll definitely discuss about it. Or what you can do is send me your resume on Instagram or Telegram, where I can send you voice notes on your resume. I can give you a feedback of your resume, correct? So अगर किसी को urgent basis पे अपना resume review कराना है, you guys can send me on Instagram. LinkedIn पे मत send करना, because LinkedIn पे ना there is no option to send you a voice note, and it kind of like it becomes very hectic to type all of the feedback, right? So send me on Instagram, and there I will send you voice notes and the feedback. And Telegram is better, or you can find me on Telegram at Pooja Sharma. @Pooja Sharma, right? So you can find me on Telegram, send me a resume, I'll send you feedback. Awesome. So next is I want you all to know कि आप सबको पता होना चाहिए आप कितने पानी में हो. So you have to rate your experience on a scale of 10. Like type in a number. Okay, 1 to 10 में से कुछ भी नंबर आपको टाइप करना है. And I want to see खुद से भी जैसे पता होता है ना कि हाँ यार मेरा ठीक है 7 लेवल का प्रिपरेशन है, या फिर somebody is like okay I have not prepared anything, I really need to buck up now. So what is your Archana, please reply on the link. Jitender, please reply on the link that I've shared with you. Oh, okay. So we have 5, 6, 1, 4, 3. Oh, 1 wala kaun hai? 1 wale se to I definitely like to talk. Chalo, koi baat nahi. After this live session, you will say that, okay, I know now preparation abhi kam hai, but at least you will know where to start and how to go about it. Okay. So I really hope you take some really useful insights from this session. So these are a few to-do things before your interview. Like I said, you can either write them down or take screenshot, not from the Zoom session, but from the live session, YouTube live session. Okay. So definitely, whichever company you're applying for, please make sure that you research about the company. You cannot go without researching about the company. You really cannot attend. Like वो सरासर जो है सबसे बड़ी गलती होगी अगर आप कंपनी के बारे में पढ़कर ही नहीं जा रहे हैं. मैं इतने सारे इंटर्न्स का इंटरव्यू लेती हूँ डेली बेसिस पे, राइट? एंड व्हेन आई आस्क देम अबाउट डू यू नो अबाउट थिंकिंग ब्रिज, दे लाइक मैम पढ़ा तो नहीं है, आप ही बता दो. देयर इज सो मच अनप्रोफेशनलिज्म. वो तो चलो इंटर्न्स हैं, बट यू गाइज आर क्वालिफाइड सीएस और अभी आपका इंटरमीडिएट क्लियर हो जाएगा, विच इज लाइक a big deal, right? You're going to enter into a professional world. You cannot do such immature thing. So research about the company, उनके जो key members हैं, उनके जो जो top members हैं, जो CFO कैटेगरीज में है, CEO कैटेगरी, उन सब के बारे में पढ़ना चाहिए आपको. You have to research about your interviewer, first level HR, सेकेंड लेवल टेक्निकल राउंड. सो कैसे पता चलेगा वो आपको? यूजुअली आपको जब इंटरव्यू का मेल आएगा तो उसमें जिस इंसान को सीसी मार्क करा हुआ होगा, सो वन इज द कोऑर्डिनेटर हु कोऑर्डिनेट्स दिस एंटायर इंटरव्यू प्रोसीजर, एंड द सेकंड पर्सन इज डेफिनेटली इज द वन हु इज गोइंग टू टेक योर इंटरव्यू. सो डू लुक अप फॉर देम ऑन लिंक्डइन or go to their website, type their name on the website, and you might get some information from there. Otherwise, LinkedIn is the best place to look for look for people who's going to take your interview. And this like third tip is very basic. You have to prepare well for all the expected question. Ek kaam karna, theek hai? This is your homework. So if you have any close friend, or if you have, you can ask your mother, you can ask your elder brother, or maybe even younger brother, जो भी है, give them your resume, hand over your resume and tell them to pick at least 5 words. ठीक है, अपना resume उनको hand over कर दो और just tell them to pick 5 words, और उन 5 words में से उनको बोलना कि आप कोई भी random question इन 5 words को बना के पूछो. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने अपने resume में लिखा हुआ है कि मैंने हैप्पी ट्रेल्स नाम के एनजीओ में काम किया हुआ है. सो नाउ योर ब्रदर और सिस्टर माइट पिक द वर्ड एनजीओ. ठीक है, उन्होंने एनजीओ वर्ड पिक कर लिया, and now they're going to frame any random question. What was your experience of working with this NGO? How does an NGO work? ठीक है, how does an NGO work? इस वाले एनजीओ का प्रॉफिट कितना था? इस वाले एनजीओ में मेन बंदा कौन था? Any random question, tell them to make, and then you have to answer that. ठीक है, when this activity is done, take your resume and read it like thoroughly, and then you see यार मेरे resume में से और कौन कौन से question बन सकते हैं, because आपका रेज्यूमे इज द बेसिस फॉर द इंटरव्यूअर टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस. 2 ही जरिए हैं उसके पास आपसे क्वेश्चंस पूछने के. वन विल बी फ्रॉम योर रेज्यूमे एंड सेकंड विल बी फ्रॉम व्हाट यू विल से. करेक्ट. अपने इंटरव्यू को ड्राइव कैसे करना है, वी मेड अ स्पेशल वीडियो ऑन दैट. अर्शित मेड इट, राइट? सो यू कैन प्रॉब्ली वॉच दैट वीडियो. बट यस, आप जो भी बोलेंगे उसी में से आपका नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आएगा या फिर आपके रेज्यूमे में से आएगा. ठीक है, सो डू दिस एक्टिविटी, हैंड ओवर योर रेज्यूमे टू फ्रेंड, सिबलिंग, मदर, फादर, एनीवन. टेल देम टू पिक एनी 5 random words and make a question out of it. ठीक है, जस्ट अ स्मॉल एक्टिविटी जस्ट टू गेट यू स्टार्टेड विद, क्योंकि आपके रेज्यूमे में से फर्स्ट लेवल पे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे ही आएंगे, करेक्ट? Then you have to conduct a mock interview. Yes, so people who are attending today, who are willing to give their mock interview, this is a good practice ground for you, क्योंकि अब जो नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू होगा वो डेफिनेटली आप बेटर करोगे अगर आपको एक फर्स्ट हैंड एक्सपीरियंस मिल गया मॉक इंटरव्यू का, ठीक है? दोस्ती यारी की बड़ी बातें करते हो, दोस्तों को फाइनली यूज करो ना, बोलो उनको आपका मॉक इंटरव्यू लेंगे, ठीक है? आपके भाई बहन हैं, आपके पेरेंट्स हैं, आप जो भी आपके क्लोज जिनके साथ भी आपका थोड़ा कंफर्ट है, प्लीज मेक श्योर कि आप उनके सामने मॉक इंटरव्यू दे रहे हैं. अदरवाइज दिस प्लेटफॉर्म थिंकिंग ब्रिज इज प्रोवाइडिंग यू दिस प्लेटफॉर्म वेयर यू कैन एक्चुअली गेट दिस एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ मॉक इंटरव्यू. वी विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी टू हेल्प यू आउट, ठीक है? Talking about hard copies of your resume, if you are appearing for an online interview, then this doesn't apply obviously, but if you're going for the interview in the premises of the company, then you must carry at least 4 to 5 copies of your resume, ठीक है? अपना पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट का फोल्डर जो आता है, दिस इज लाइक फॉर्मल फोल्डर बोलते हैं उसको, डॉक्यूमेंट फोल्डर. डू कैरी दैट, कैरी ऑल योर सर्टिफिकेट्स, मार्कशीट्स एंड एवरीथिंग, and also carry hard copies of your resume. If you have used color on your resume, so make sure that you take printout of colored resume, right? And do not use A4 size ka paper, do not use 70 GSM ka paper, it is very patla, okay? It is very thin. So use bond paper instead. Bond paper is thicker and it gives an impression that, you know, I'm holding the resume of a valuable person. Otherwise वो बिल्कुल 70 GSM वाला जो पेपर होता है, it's like thin like kite का paper. So do not use that. You are being disrespectful to your own resume. Use a bond paper instead, ठीक है? Get a printout, get a colored printout on a bond paper and make sure you keep it very nicely. ऐसे मुड़ा हुआ रेज्यूमे मत दे देना HR को, ठीक है? कि यहाँ से मुड़ा हुआ है, इधर से मुड़ा हुआ है, फोल्ड करा हुआ है. Do not fold your resume. Okay, correct. Formal clothing strictly. मैम हम घर पे हैं तो क्या हम नीचे शॉर्ट्स पहन सकते हैं क्या? ऊपर बिजनेस सूट और नीचे शॉर्ट्स? नो, डोंट डू दैट, ठीक है? कभी कभार क्या होता है कि लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल मीटिंग के बीच में से उठना पड़ गया है, इफ यू बाय गॉड फॉरबिड कभी मीटिंग ऑफ करना भूल गए तो जो है काम बिगड़ जाएगा, राइट? सो और अगर आप पूरा फॉर्मल अटायर में जाओगे ना, आपको खुद को बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा, राइट? यू विल नॉट फील कॉन्शियस. सो इन ऑर्डर टू डू अवे योर कॉन्शियसनेस, अपने आप को पहले ही ओवर ड्रेस कर लो ना, पहले ही अपना पूरा, चाहे वो नीचे से लेके ऊपर तक सारा अपना टिप टॉप हो गई जाओ, चाहे वो आपका ऑनलाइन है चाहे वो आपका ऑफलाइन है, राइट? A lot of people don't do that. They don't check out the venue beforehand. So क्या होता है, जिस दिन इंटरव्यू है उसी दिन जाएंगे और उसी दिन जो है अरे लेट हो गया इंटरव्यू के लिए, आधा घंटा लेट हो गया, 1 घंटा लेट हो गया. सो डोंट डू दिस मिस्टेक. अपना वेन्यू पहले ही चेक कराओ, 1-2 दिन पहले चेक कराओ दैट दिस इज द वेन्यू वेयर आई हैव टू कम, सो दैट यू कैन फाइंड आउट द शॉर्टेस्ट रूट टू रीच द वेन्यू, राइट? आपको सबसे शॉर्टेस्ट रूट पता चल जाएगा कि अच्छा ये रूट है, यहाँ से मुझे जाना है. रीच ऑन टाइम, इवन इफ इट्स ऑनलाइन, लॉग इन बिफोर 15 मिनट्स, ठीक है? अगर आप इंटरव्यू के लिए जा रहे हैं, ऑफलाइन जा रहे हैं, प्रेमिसेस पे जा रहे हैं, तब भी मेक श्योर यू रीच देयर बिफोर टाइम. ऑन टाइम भी नहीं, बिफोर टाइम, सो दैट यू कैन सेटल योरसेल्फ डाउन, हैव वाटर, रिलैक्स, यू नो, करेक्ट. अगर आप बस वगैरह मेट्रो वगैरह में ट्रैवल करके आए होंगे तो अपने आप को जो अपना यू नो क्या बोलते हैं उसे, टचअप करना है तो वो टचअप भी कर लेना, शूज गंदे हो गए वो कर लेना, साफ कर लेना. सो ऑल ऑफ दैट छोटी छोटी चीजें जो रहती हैं. बिफोर यू गो टू द इंटरव्यू, बिफोर यू एंटर द इंटरव्यू रूम, प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू टर्न ऑफ योर फोन. बेसिक थिंग्स हैं बहुत ज्यादा. Okay, moving further, these are a couple of common questions, so probably you can take a screenshot. One second. Similar incident shared by senior on online interview. Right. There's one video also that's viral. That was viral when the pandemic hit. That 2 news guys were, you know, talking live on the. They were talking live on the some news channel, and one had to get up because he had to lock the door. And then when he was doing that, his shorts were clearly visible. So that's basically a funny story, right? So these are the couple of questions. Tell me something about yourself. Tell me something that is not on your resume. Why did you choose this course, right? Whatever course you're pursuing, if you're an ACCA aspirant, why did you choose it? Specifically, just say accounts, taxation, finance. जिस भी फील्ड में आपका इंटरेस्ट है, डू एक्सपेक्ट वो पूछेंगे यार क्यों इंटरेस्ट है आपको, व्हाई डू यू लव अकाउंट सो मच, व्हाई डू यू लव ऑडिट सो मच, even though deep down you feel like I don't love it, I just need to do this job, but you have to show that you are so passionate about this job. Okay, you have to talk about your strengths, weaknesses, you have to talk about your short term. तो ये सारे सैम्पल क्वेश्चंस मैंने आपको इसलिए दिए हैं कि अगर आपने प्रिपेयर नहीं करा है, अभी तो रिजल्ट आया मैम, थोड़ा सांस ले लेने दो, हमारी भी लाइफ है, पर्सनल लाइफ है, जी लेने दो, हो गया 2 दिन पार्टी हो गई है, नाउ इट्स टाइम टू फोकस एंड वर्क, राइट? बिकॉज अब आपका इंटरव्यू कब लाइन अप हो जाए, इवन यू डोंट नो दैट. So be prepared, right? So please note down all these questions. I believe everybody is having a notebook or a pen, correct? So you have to talk about your work experiences. तो अपना 3 years का आर्टिकलशिप पीरियड में जो भी आपके बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस या फिर वो एक्सपीरियंसेस जहां से आपको बहुत सारी लर्निंग्स मिली होंगी, उनको तो अलग से लिख लेना, ताकि आपके पास कंटेंट रेडी रहे कि यार मुझे इस वाले एक्सपीरियंस में ये बोलना है. आपने कोई बैंक ऑफ फ्रॉड जो है पकड़ा होगा, उसके बारे में उस पूरी स्टोरी को आपको नरेट करना आना चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपने शायद टैक्स कैलकुलेशन करते टाइम आपने एक एरर फाइंड आउट करा होगा जिसकी वजह से लाखों का टैक्स बचा होगा, लाखों की पेनल्टी बची होगी, राइट? तो वो इंसिडेंट आपको क्लियरली मेंशन करना है. ये सभी चीजें जो आपके मतलब आपका जो आर्टिकलशिप का एक्सपीरियंस, इट्स लाइफ टाइम, क्या बोलते हैं, लाइक वन ऑफ अ लाइफ टाइम वाला एक्सपीरियंस है. सो उसमें से इंपॉर्टेंट लर्निंग्स आपको जरूर जरूर शेयर करनी ही चाहिए, करेक्ट? तो उनके बारे में आपके पास पहले खुद के पास तो नैरेटिव होना चाहिए ना कि हाँ यार मुझे ये बोलना है. तो बिफोर फॉर डूइंग दैट यू नीड टू लाइक राइट इट, टाइप इट डाउन, हाथ से लिखो, टाइप करो, जो करना है करो, बट डू राइट इट, क्योंकि लिखोगे तो ज्यादा क्लैरिटी आएगी आपको कि मुझे बोलना क्या है एक्चुअली. ठीक है, अगर आपके बहुत सारे अटेम्प्ट्स हैं, यूजुअली पूछते नहीं है, बट इफ इट ऑल आस्क्ड you should have a proper answer. अगर आप अपने like attempt ज्यादा हो गए हैं तो आपके पास आप कोई अपना side work experience दिखा सकते हैं, that I was working also while I was preparing for CA. And if you have any gaps on your resume, you can also you should be able to justify them. 5 years down the line आपका क्या प्लान है, where do you see yourself 5 years down the line, इन सब चीजों के बारे में बात करना रहेगा. And like I was saying that you have to research about the company, so you have to have find out the answer to this question: why EY, why Reckitt Benckiser, why PepsiCo, or why PwC, why do you want to join this company? So you should have all the reasons: the work culture, the people from whom I'm going to learn, the kind of recognition that this brand has in the industry, and the kind of things that I'll get to learn. जॉब प्रोफाइल, जो इतनी एक्साइटिंग जॉब प्रोफाइल है, उसमें जो मुझे सीखने को मिलेगा. सो यू शुड हैव ऑल द रीजंस टू जस्टिफाई योर आंसर. ओके, ऑसम. सो that's about it. Now we can head towards the mock interview. So Lakshay, are you ready? I hope you're ready. Lakshay, video शुरू करना पड़ेगा. Can anyone share a Zoom link? Awesome. So Lakshay को हम unmute करेंगे, and we are heading for the first live mock interview of this season. So I welcome you to the live session, to the mock interview. Lakshay, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, ma'am. What
Okay,
about you,
Lakshay.
ma'am?
Right. Lakshay, let's start with your introduction.
Ma'am, myself Lakshya Agarwal, as you may know, and I have done my articleship from SK Patodia and Associates from New Delhi. I have recently qualified CA in my 2022 attempt.
Okay.
And my main forte in articleship was audit, and I'm looking for a job in statutory audit.
Okay. Tell me about your 3 best experiences during articleship.
The first was, ma'am, when I have to visit my first outstation audit for a company. And I was the only article that was selected for that from my entire office. So that gave me some confidence boost because it was my first year itself here.
And why do you think you were selected?
Ma'am, because I was handling a bank audit from the start of my articleship single-handedly, just a guidance from other branch office. So I think I have worked very well there.
Okay. Any other incidents that you'd like to share?
I can't remember any other incident, ma'am, right now.
Okay. Okay. Have you worked on Excel?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, so would you call yourself a proficient in Excel?
I can, ma'am. I will.
Okay. Do you know how to apply Vlookup formula?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you please explain that formula to me?
Ma'am, for example, it will be equal to Vlookup. Then we will select the cell that we want the data from, the data which we want to look in the table. Then we will select the table, and in which the first row should be the row in which, sorry, first column should be the column in which we will looking for that data. And then third thing will be we will write column number from the data of column number.
Okay. So what is the shortcut to add a filter to a table?
I'll tell.
All tell.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what is the difference between let's say count A and count blank?
Ma'am, count will be the number of items that is in the selected area. That will be count. And other two, what we count A.
Yeah, count A.
I'm not sure about ma'am count.
Count blank?
Count blank will be ma'am the blank items from the selected area. Blank cells, number of blank cells.
Okay.
Yes.
Lakshay, where do you see yourself 5 years down the line?
Ma'am, I will be seeing myself working for an MNC.
Okay.
At a respectable position.
So what are your strengths and weaknesses?
And my strength will be that I am open to work late hours, and I am very much dedicated in working. Like if there's anything that I think this is a challenge for me, or that it will be not be easy, then I will be giving my 200% to overcome that challenge. And for weakness, I will say, ma'am, that I get irritated very easily by some nonsense.
Okay. Um, okay. Are you up for some technical questions as well?
Ma'am, I'm not prepared for that, but I will be ready to answer if I can.
Okay. What are 5 audit assertions?
Ma'am, completion, existence, valuation, uh, disclosure. Wait a second.
What is a substantive procedure?
Substantive procedures are the in-detail procedures that we apply while doing audit, in which we will apply different audit methods through which you can identify material misstatement in.
Okay. Have you worked on Tally ARP also during your articleship?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the other softwares have you worked upon?
Ma'am, I have worked in Tally, ERP, VG software, and there was a software for a particular company that was made for a particular company, Postoko, on that also.
Okay. One student is not able to hear the audio. He's replying her. Nisha, please check your message. I see that you're not able to hear anything. I'm not sure if you're able to hear this as well. But what you can do is if you've plugged in earphones, then you can maybe probably disconnect them and connect again, or maybe try listening from your laptop's audio, or maybe change the device if nothing works for you. Okay, last question for technical. What is the test of controls?
Ma'am, test of controls as the test which you apply on the controls of the organization to verify whether they are um, designed properly, designed and implemented properly.
Okay. So why did you choose CA?
Ma'am, because it was my father's dream, first of all, and secondly, I am very much interested in accounts, books of accounts, and accounting.
Okay, so why don't you apply for a regular accounting job? Because regular accounting versus auditing, these are two different fields. Even though you will get to explore a lot of accounts in auditing as well, but if you have so much interest in accounting.
Actually, ma'am, I am interested in reviewing accounts more than preparing them. It's like I want to just not do only journal entries or make balance sheet. I want to review everything, their presentation, classification, everything from start to bottom.
Okay. Interesting. So you chose commerce in your class 11th, right? Why did you choose commerce? Why not science? Like, what made you choose commerce?
And the first thing that I will say that commerce includes more of numbers and logical reasoning. In science, I was not able to gap things. Secondly, my dream from mm, around class 6 was to become a CA itself. So I have gone for commerce.
Okay, okay. So, why do you want to work for our company? Why EY?
Ma'am, because as I said, I am interested in statutory audit, and for that, I think EY is a great way to start my career in auditing, as they have many listed clients and they are big four in country.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty much it. Do you want to ask any question from me, Lakshay?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Please, can we have a round of applause for Lakshay for being this brave and appearing for the interview in front of so many people who are live, and so good job, Lakshay. I am so happy that you took the initiative and appeared confidently. Here are a few pointers which may help you to work on your answers. So I found your answers very brief. ठीक है, मतलब ऐसा लग रहा था कि शायद आप बात, ऑब्वियसली वैसा आपका इंटेंशन नहीं था, बट आपके आंसर सुन के ऐसा लग रहा था शायद आप ज्यादा बात करने में इंटरेस्टेड नहीं हो, राइट? आपके आंसर्स बहुत ही ज्यादा ब्रीफ थे. आंसर्स जब बहुत ज्यादा ब्रीफ हो जाते हैं ना, तो एक नेचुरल फ्लो ऑफ कॉन्वर्जेशन जो होता है वो नहीं आ पाता है, right? Which happened in this case also, wherein I was lacking content to ask questions from you, right? You should have given me enough data from which I could have asked questions, correct? So to the point, मतलब obviously मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ कि देश भर की जो है कहानियां गाओ, बट एटलीस्ट एक स्टोरी लाइन होनी चाहिए. So I asked you about that I asked you your strengths and weaknesses. आपने जो strength बोला that you're very hardworking, you're available, उसको थोड़ा सा और आप अपने anecdotes पता है क्या होते हैं? Personal experiences, right? आप अपने आराम से anecdotes share कर सकते थे. So I'm very hardworking, and I am so passionate about my work, and I am just amazed the kind of things that I get to learn from the work. In the past, I have shown this, because of which I was able to work in 6 different industries in my office, right? That's a great achievement, just because of my dedication and the quality of me taking initiative. It helped me in working in 5 different industries, right? Which is not so normal coming from the mid-sized firm, right? So ये आप बोल सकते थे. And talking about your weakness, वो वाला आंसर आपको 100% completely replace करना पड़ेगा. That's not the right way to express your weaknesses. Weaknesses भी हमें ना ऐसे बतानी है जैसे हम अपनी ही तारीफ कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उसको एक डिप्लोमेटिक वे में ये दिखा रहे हैं कि अरे नहीं, ये तुम्हारी वीकनेस है, right? So some of the weaknesses that you can usually talk about is कि at times I look into the details too much, because of which decisions delay हो जाती हैं, but I'm trying to work on it, wherein I try to come up with the pros and cons of a decision, like quickly I do my research, I try to prioritize, right? And then it helps me, and also if at all needed, I take help of my seniors and colleagues also, right? If I'm stuck in a situation, ये आप बोल सकते हो, आप ये बोल सकते हो कि a lot of people, they used to say that I'm too much focused on work, because of which I neglect my health at times, and that becomes a problem, right? I forget to take my meals. तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम उनको बता अपनी वीकनेस ही रहे हैं, बट मतलब हम अपनी तारीफ ही बता रहे हैं उनको. So you have to answer about your weaknesses very very diplomatically, ठीक है? थोड़ा सा कहानियां डालनी पड़ेंगी, आपके आंसर्स बहुत ही ज्यादा स्ट्रेट टू द पॉइंट है, और शायद इंटरव्यूअर को आपके साथ कॉन्वर्सेशन करने में उतना मजा ना आए, राइट? सो यार, हर अपनी कहानी में आप हीरो हो, लक्ष्य है, करेक्ट? यू आर द हीरो ऑफ योर स्टोरी, सो व्हाई आर यू गिविंग देम एनी चांस? वो एक तो वैसे ही उसने आपको 30 मिनट्स दिए इंटरव्यू के लिए, आप उसके 30 मिनट्स को भी अगर आप रेड्यूस करके 15 मिनट्स कर दोगे, तो यू वोंट स्टैंड अ चांस टू गेट सिलेक्टेड अमंग अदर पीपल हु आर डूइंग दैट, right? So please elaborate your answers, this is your chance. वो 30 से 40 minutes आपके हैं. And हाँ जी चिराग, कुछ पूछना है आपको? Okay, 1 second, where is चिराग?
मैम जैसे आपने वीकनेस के लिए बताया, उसमें हम कुछ ऐसा डाल सकते हैं कि बिल्कुल ही अनरिलेटेड कोई चीज डाल दें?
जैसे कि आप एग्जांपल बताइए.
जैसे हैंड राइटिंग वगैरह के लिए हमारे ओरिएंटेशन कोर्स में टीचर आए थे, उन्होंने बताया था इस तरीके से.
I will not appreciate it, to be honest. I don't think like when you are in CA, you have to work on your laptops, right? Writing won't be used anywhere. If at all it is required, बहुत ही कम जगह पे required होगी. So I don't think you should use it.
इसीलिए उन्होंने बताया था कि बिल्कुल ही अनरिलेटेड चीज बताओ.
Okay.
मतलब उससे जॉब से रिलेटेड बताओ ही मत, कोई वीकनेस पूछ ले तो.
Okay. मुझे ऐसा लगता है यार, वीकनेस हमें ऐसी बतानी चाहिए जो थोड़ा रेलेवेंट तो हो हमारे लिए, थोड़ा सा लाइक जो चीज, जैसे कि अब ऐसे तो मेरी वीकनेस ये है यार, मैं फुटबॉल नहीं अच्छा खेलती, मतलब वो तो फिर कुछ भी हो सकती है ना, कि मैं खाना अच्छा नहीं बनाती, मैं फुटबॉल अच्छा नहीं खेलती, बट समथिंग वीकनेस ऐसी होनी चाहिए जिसके ऊपर आप काम करना चाह रहे हो. आर यू डूइंग एनीथिंग टू इम्प्रूव योर हैंड राइटिंग? आई एम प्रीटी श्योर यू आर नॉट, right? So we have to tell them also that we are such a self-aware individual that हम अपनी weaknesses को identify करते हैं और उन पर काम भी करते हैं. We don't have to like ऐसे हवा में नहीं करनी है बातें. We have to impress the interviewer, क्योंकि flaws तो हर इंसान में होते हैं, और जिस इंसान में flaw है, क्या वो अपने flaws पे काम कर रहा है? We have to give that impression to them. So इसीलिए handwriting, I believe it might not be the right trait to tell, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So moving on to Lakshay. Lakshay, when I talked about why did you choose CA, you mentioned that it's your father's dream, and secondly, you are very much interested in accounts and everything. Never mentioned that it is your father's dream. Even if it is, हमें सच नहीं बोलना है इंटरव्यूअर के सामने, ठीक है? इंटरव्यूअर इज नॉट अ रिलेटिव, चाचा ताऊ किसी का लड़का नहीं है हमारे. वो इंडिविजुअल हमें वहां पे जज कर रहा है, वो हमें. व्हेन यू आर आंसरिंग, दैट पर्सन इज जजिंग एवरी सेकंड, every word that comes out from your mouth, he's judging that, correct? So you don't have to talk about any emotions, any like any of that sort. Be very practical, be very rational when answering, but truthfully honest, ठीक है? कुछ भी गलत और फेक नहीं बताना है कि नहीं, बट यू ऑल्सो हैव टू कुक अ स्टोरी, ठीक है? अब आप ही का आंसर मैं बोलूंगी, ठीक है, लेकिन आप देखना मैंने कैसे उसको घुमाया, ठीक है? When I was a child, my father has an accountant job. For example, my father is an accountant, and when I was a child, I used to take a look at his documents, and I was very much interested. So I used to ask a lot of questions about accounts. How does this work? Or like dusra could be, my father is a businessman, and every day he used to come to his house and he used to open his khata books accounts and just to review the accounts, right? So I used to get very interested and I used to keep bother him. I used to ask a lot of questions, and that's when I got interested in numbers and finance and books. And that's how my father introduced me to this course of chartered accountancy. And ever since I heard about it, I planned from the very beginning, from a very young age, that I want to do something in numbers. And my father planted that seed in my mind, and I happened to pursue it. And I'm absolutely enjoying being a part of this fraternity and this community. So सिर्फ आप ही का आंसर बताया मैंने. What did I do? I added a story behind it. मैंने तो अभी on the spot frame कर दिया, but you can have your own story. So you can just tell them that it was my father who introduced me to this course. But as I dig deeper into this course, I got to know so many things about it, and I was immediately stunned with the kind of knowledge and respect that a CA gets. And I was that's how I decided that I want to pursue something like this, which is so rewarding professionally, and which is so rewarding financially also, and at the same time you're doing challenging things which is so satisfying for your career, right? So ये सब चीजें आप मेंशन कर सकते हो. जस्ट आप ही का बस एक लाइन मैंने पकड़ा और उसके ऊपर मैंने स्टोरी फ्रेम कर दिया. ठीक है. देन इंटरेस्टेड इन अकाउंट्स, उसको भी आप रीफ्रेम कर लेना किसी तरीके से. ठीक है. टू शो योर इंटरेस्ट टुवर्ड्स अकाउंट, सिर्फ ये मत बोलो आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन अकाउंट्स. कोई भी बोल देगा आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन फुटबॉल, लेकिन मुझे पता है क्या मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड में कौन सा प्लेयर, कौन सा बेस्ट प्लेयर को क्या खेलता है, आई डोंट नो नथिंग. ठीक है. सो डोंट जस्ट से दैट आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस थिंग, बैक इट अप और क्वांटिफाई इट. I am interested in accounts. I write blogs in accounting. I have prepared this particular document on accounting, like a 45-page document which can help anybody to learn about accounts. I write a blog. I have written guest blogs for Taxman on accounting. I have taken up freelancing projects with Clear Tax on accounting. Just back it up, quantify it. I have written hundreds of blogs on accounting. If you're interested in auditing, I have written hundreds of blogs. I have delivered a presentation on stat audit in front of 200 people in my office or in my ICI branch or in near kuch bhi forum pe. Okay. Don't just tell that you're interested in something, quantify it, add numbers to it. Okay. Why commerce? Again, you did mention about numbers and logical reasoning, but आपने उसको साइंस से कंपेयर कर दिया. साइंस इज प्योर लॉजिक, राइट? सो आपने उसको बोल के अपनी ही बात को कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट कर दिया. यू टेलिंग दैट कॉमर्स ज्यादा नंबर्स और ज्यादा लॉजिकल रीजनिंग है. नो, डू नॉट से दैट. इफ यू आर टॉकिंग गुड अबाउट योर प्रोफेशन, डू नॉट डिफेम एनी अदर प्रोफेशन और फील्ड, राइट? डू नॉट डू दैट. बिग रेड फ्लैग, इमीडिएट चांसेस ऑफ रिजेक्शन. ठीक है. क्या पता इंटरव्यूअर खुद साइंस बैकग्राउंड से हो यार. कितने सारे होते हैं लोग जो साइंस बैकग्राउंड से फिर सीए में शिफ्ट होते हैं. यू डोंट नो येट. सो अपने एंड सेम वे, जैसे अगर मैंने आपसे स्टैट ऑडिट का क्वेश्चन पूछा होता कि आप स्टैट ऑडिट क्यों करना चाहते हो, आप टैक्स क्यों नहीं करना चाहते, तो आपको स्टैट ऑडिट की तारीफ करनी है, लेकिन टैक्स ऑडिट की बुराई करे बिना, टैक्स की बुराई करे बिना, जीएसटी की बुराई करे बिना. ठीक है. So you have to be very, very diplomatic in your answers. Okay, we have a PCM student here, Aman. Look, we were talking about that only. So and then why EY? Again, that was a very precise and to the point. ठीक है. तो उसमें भी थोड़ा numbers add करो, तो आप उसमें भी reference डालो. So a friend of mine works in EY, for example, and he keeps telling me about the kind of work culture there is, and the kind of seniors that he get to work with, the kind of assignments he had to work on. And I'm absolutely stunned with the way things are carried out, the kind of professionalism that is followed by EY professionals. It amuses me, and I'm delightful, and I'd be more than happy to be a part of such an organization which is so high on standards when it comes to delivering quality to clients. Correct? ये सब मैंने कुछ भी रख के नहीं आई हूँ. I'm telling you all of this on the spot. ठीक है. So जो भी थोड़ा सा एक्सपैंड करो एंड थोड़ा और तारीफ करो. वर्क कल्चर, सीनियर्स जिनके साथ आपको काम करने को मिलेगा, ये 2-3 हेडिंग्स ऐसी इनको पकड़ के इन्हीं के अराउंड अपनी लाइन फ्रेम कर लो. ठीक है. सो ये सब के बारे में हमेशा अच्छा लगेगा बोलना. एंड द इंटरव्यूअर वुड आल्सो लव टू, लाइक द पीपल यू आर वर्किंग विद, द वर्क कल्चर, द असाइनमेंट्स, द काइंड ऑफ प्रोफेशनलिज्म दैट यू विल गेट टू लर्न, करियर ग्रोथ जो आपको मिलेगा वहां से, ये सारी चीजें आप मेंशन कर सकते हो. ठीक है. So that's about it. And technical questions में you really need to brush up your सारी चीजें, ठीक है ना. ऑडिट वाले भी प्रॉपरली नहीं किए और जो टूल्स वाले थे वो भी प्रॉपरली नहीं किए. तो दोनों चीजों पे डू नॉट वेस्ट एनी मोर टाइम, राइट. दिस इज योर टाइम एंड प्लीज मेक श्योर कि अब आप कुछ भी टाइम वेस्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं. सो ब्रश अप योर टेक्निकल वाला पार्ट वेरी वेरी स्ट्रिक्टली. ओके. किसी के पास कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं? यूट्यूब जनता, आपके पास कोई सवाल है, कुछ आप पूछना चाहते हैं? Darshan, so basically not to answer in points always. I don't understand आप क्या पूछना चाह रहे हैं. So if you can be a little more clear. कोई कुछ सवाल पूछना चाहता है, please you can raise it. Harish, you want to ask something? Okay, let me unmute you. Wait. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello.
Hi, Harish.
Hi. Good evening, ma'am. मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जब अपना इंटरव्यू के वक्त जो रिज्यूम वाला जो डेटा रहता और जो क्वेश्चन पूछता है तो उससे रिलेटेड बताना है कि उससे डिफरेंट बताना है?
Obviously related. If there is something that is there on your resume, right?
हाँ.
Then you have to talk about it. And if there is anything additional that you can add, you have the freedom to add. ऐसा नहीं है कि जो रेज्यूमे में लिखा है उसके अलावा मैं कुछ बता ही नहीं सकता हूँ. Because obviously I understand where this question is coming from. So Harish का ये question है, if somebody is asking me a question from my resume, so do I have to tell them जो exactly मेरे resume में लिखा हुआ है, क्योंकि वो तो उन्होंने पढ़ ही लिया होगा जो मेरे resume में लिखा हुआ है. So can I add more value to it? Absolutely you can. You can form a basis, start with whatever is written in your resume and feel free to add more information. Right? For example, आपने लिखा हुआ है कि यार मैंने इन 5 बैंक्स की बैंक ऑडिट करी है. राइट. ये सिर्फ एक जेनेरिक इंफॉर्मेशन है जो फैक्ट के ऊपर बता रखे आपने. अब इसमें आपका लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा था, प्रोसीजर्स क्या क्या फॉलो करे थे आपने, या फिर आपने कैसे जो है फ्रॉड बचाया था, या फिर आपने कैसे मिस्टेक्स आइडेंटिफाई करी थी, कैसे आपने रिपोर्टिंग जो है प्रॉपर टाइमली कराई थी, कैसे आपने कंप्लायंसेस फॉलो करे थे. ये सारी चीजें, ये सारा एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन, एक्सपीरियंसेस, एनेक्डोट्स डेफिनेटली आप ऐड कर सकते हैं. ओके. एनीथिंग एल्स दैट यू वुड लाइक टू आस्क? We have one question in the chat. May 22, when I should start preparing this. CA final, Aman? CA final? Intermediate. Okay. So I believe you should apply for your articleship after clearing both the groups. The reason being, you will have a better chance of going into Big Fours because they prefer candidates who have both the groups cleared, right? So I believe you must be appearing for your, acha, 2 is clear already. या फिर अभी वहां तो सेकंड यू विल बी अपेयरिंग. अनम्यूट कर लो यार, तुम बात करो, कोई बात नहीं, इशारों में बात कर रहे हो.
गुड इवनिंग मैम.
हाँ जी.
गुड इवनिंग मैम. मैम आई taught group 1 in May 22 and I'll be appearing for another group 2 in November 22. So I was just asking when should I start preparing my resume and applying for mock interviews?
Okay, you should prepare your resume immediately. उसका कोई टाइमलाइन नहीं है, ठीक है. अपना resume प्रिपेयर करके रखो. क्यों प्रिपेयर करके रखो मैं बताती हूँ. अभी तो देखो आपने 2 महीने अपने ऐसे ही चला दिए. I don't know if you did any internship or not. You didn't? Did you?
I actually took some courses and one more thing, I actually talked to a nearby chartered accountant and I asked him if I can get to learn something. So he told me after I get my result that I can work with him unofficially without filling my articleship form for 1.5 to 2 months. Just like an intern.
Why would you do that?
Just to learn more things.
And what about your group 2?
Actually, I already took my classes. So I just have to self-study now.
Okay, then will he be giving you any certificate?
I'm not sure about that. I'll talk to him.
Then there's no point. मतलब जो भी काम करा है लिखित में लेटर ऑफ अप्रिसिएशन दोगे तो फायदा है. अदरवाइज व्हाट इज द पॉइंट इफ यू कांट राइट दैट ऑन योर रेज्यूमे? व्हाट्स द पॉइंट ऑफ वर्किंग एनीवेयर? सो प्लीज मेक श्योर इफ यू आर वर्किंग देयर, do, if not a certificate, then at least get him to write a letter of recommendation for you, right? So the reason why I'm asking you to prepare your resume, because after your group 2 exam in November, you will have 2 months for yourself. That time you can start applying for some internships which you can do during those 2 months, and that will be really helpful. You will be introduced to the world of इंटर्नशिप्स, प्रोफेशनलिज्म सीखने को मिलेगा, थोड़ा सा वर्क एक्सपीरियंस आप अपने रेज्यूमे में ऐड कर पाओगे. सो मेक श्योर आप अपना रेज्यूमे अभी रेडी कर लीजिए. एंड इफ दैट गाय अलाउज यू टू हैव अ सर्टिफिकेट एंड एवरीथिंग, गो अहेड. बट ऑल्सो फोकस ऑन योर ग्रुप 2, क्योंकि कभी कभार क्या होता है काम सीखने के चक्कर में ग्रुप 2 की पढ़ाई जो है बैक सीट ले लेती है, एंड दैट कैन कॉस्ट यू 1 अटेम्प्ट. सो डोंट डू दैट. गिव प्रायोरिटी टू योर ग्रुप 2. ग्रुप 2 के बाद एनीवे 3 साल आपको सीखना ही है, पढ़ना मतलब काम ही करना है 3 साल, राइट? सो उसके चक्कर में ग्रुप 2 का एक अटेम्प्ट मत बढ़ा देना, जस्ट कि हाँ भाई मुझे काम सीखना है. बिकॉज आफ्टर ग्रुप 2 you will have a better chance to work with like big fours and top 10 firms, right? So don't take a chance on that. Correct?
Ma'am, one more thing I want to ask you. When should I do my ITOT?
ITOT, so I think you can do after, you could have done this time also after group 1. Am I right? If people are
Right, I could have.
you could have immediately done after your appearing for your group 1. अब तो जब आपका group 2 जब दे दो आप, तो आप अपना नवंबर वाली साइकिल में कर लेना.
Okay. Thank you.
After that you can do. Abhi bhi, if you find time, if you're not taking up this internship with this CA, you can definitely do it right now also, because if you have time. And then after that, when you're done with your group 2, you can apply for internships and get some work experience, add it to your resume.
Got it, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Thank you. Do we have any more questions? Can we end the session for today? We have Jitendra's question, how to negotiate salary for fresher. This is a very, very important topic, and we are going to have a separate discussion on that. Correct? So great question, Jitendra. First of all, we'll definitely take it up. I don't see Jitendra. Okay, Jitendra is here. Hi, Jitendra. Do you have any other question apart from this? Okay, no problem. So I hope you guys liked today's session, because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the coming live session, especially on the Wednesday, the one that we are doing on Wednesday. Do you have any question, Ashwin? Or you're just stretching because it's been a long day for you? Do you want to say something? Okay, I have unmuted you.
Yeah. Ma'am, as you said, I can send my resume to you at Telegram, right? Can I get an ID?
Yeah, my ID is Pooja Sharma. Just find me on Telegram or Instagram, right? On Instagram, I go by the handle name of the Money Master 91. Correct? So you can send me on Instagram or on Telegram.
Recently, I have qualified my CA, so many off-campus placements are on their way. So that's why I wanted to get my resume reviewed by at least some person, so that I have a head.
Sure. Definitely, I'd love to help you out. Don't worry. Do send it across on Telegram or Instagram, whatever works for you. Do send it across.
Yes, ma'am. I will send it in Telegram. I'll just write. I'll just send an @I Pooja Sharma, right, ma'am?
Yeah, it's I Pooja Sharma.
Ma'am, I have a question. Lakshay.
Yes, Lakshay.
Ma'am, like I have given phone interviews, not video call. In that, I have done well, right? But on video call or video interviews, like this time also, I got very conscious and answered anything. So how can we, go through it? Like we can grow confidence in that.
So it means you're not very camera comfortable, right?
Yes.
So after today's session, write down all you may have prepared your questions and everything. Yes. Record each and every answer. Okay? Aapka jo bhi answer hai, ask the question and record that question. And then just see what is happening. It's just that on camera, you are a little more conscious than in person. You might be a very warm and very, welcoming person in person, but camera pe, I understand there are a lot of people face this. They have camera anxiety. So you might be having the same, but the only way you can get through it is by practicing more and more. So record yourself, ask your friends to take your interview on live session. That's it. Video call, WhatsApp video ka kab kaam karoge? How are you going to use these tools
with
for your
pens? We are comfortable now. With pens, we are very much comfortable.
So today you did in an uncomfortable situation and you understood ki haan yaar thoda main atak jata hu, right? So yeah, I mean, like just record yourself more and more and try to just get comfortable. And मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगी 100% चला जाएगा. It will be there, but you will be in a better position to handle that. ठीक है? You will be better prepared. Nervousness तो तभी भी होगा, तभी भी आपको एंजाइटी होगा, but you will be in a better position. You will be well prepared to take it on. Okay. Aman is saying, so Aman is saying that you can practice with him. So you guys can maybe connect on LinkedIn. Lakshya Kumar Agarwal and Aman Singh. Probably, you know, that's how we help each other. Come on. Right? Ek aaj live session ho gaya, ek Aman ke sath session kar lo. So yeah, that's how we help each other. So getting a lot of thank yous. Thank you so much, Hitesh. Thank you so much, Shashi. Sakshant. Okay, such a great name. I wonder what it means. Aman, thank you. Thank you, Jitender. I'm really happy that you guys like the session. Ashwin is saying how to get in. Okay, Ashwin, I've already replied to your question. Okay, how to say no if we don't know the answer of a question. You just simply say that I'm sorry, but I cannot think of the answer right now. Or maybe I'm sorry, I cannot recall this concept right now. Or maybe I'm sorry, sorry zarur bolna. I'm sorry, I'm not able to recall the concept right now. It's been a while since I brushed up this particular section. Or I'm sorry, I haven't updated myself with this particular thing. So all sorts of things you can mention. So Ashwin has sent his LinkedIn, so you guys can connect with him, and probably Lakshay and Aman get in touch with each other, help out each other. Right? Awesome. That was all for today's session. Be ready for another session that we are going to come up with on Wednesday. It means to. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's end today's session, and namaste everybody for joining in, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye bye. Take care. Bye तो बोल दो यार, ऐसे ऐसी भी क्या नाराजगी है. Bye.